Yeah, well, North Carolina was also the first swing state called in the presidential race. It's 16 electoral votes playing a major role in the presidential election. Now, in the past few weeks, we've seen both campaigns make the final push for battleground North Carolina, visiting all across the state. But while Vice President Kamala Harris was able to win North Carolina's biggest counties, such as Wake, Mecklenburg, Guilford, and Buncombe, Trump led Harris in North Carolina 51% to 48%. And we asked a political expert about this outcome, who says former President Donald Trump's margin of victory is very similar to 2016, including how he likely won North Carolina.
North Carolina has gone for Donald Trump 3 times, but we've also elected Democrats in the state. So it tells me, just like it tells most people, that we're a closely divided state. We do have a preference for Donald Trump.
Now, David McLennan also talked about what we can expect in North Carolina politics, especially with Democratic Attorney General Josh Stein projected to win the gubernatorial race. That's all new at 10:30. Back to you.
Cindy, thank you. And we expect to hear from Vice President Kamala Harris sometime today. Her campaign manager made that announcement at her watch party last night at her alma mater, Howard University in Washington, D.C. Now, we will carry her remarks live when they happen.
Well, here in North Carolina, voters elect current Attorney General Josh Stein to serve as the state's next governor. It's a win that's making history. Our Jamise Price is live at the governor's mansion in Raleigh to explain that. Jamise, good morning.
Good morning, Barbara. So we made our way over to Chavis Park. We wanted to get back here to this community center to really hear from the people, the voters. How are they feeling about this a newly elected governor? So we know that State Attorney General Josh Stein, he is the projected winner in this race, beating out Republican Mark Robinson, the lieutenant governor. And we know following that race that Stein was leading in the polls consistently, double digits. So here at Chavis Park, we met those voters and they wanted to really talk about this new governor and how he plans to move the state forward. I met Rick Clark and some of his friends. They walk the track every morning and he says they are looking forward to the change and they are optimistic about the state's future. Take a listen.
I think Josh Stein was a good candidate and also that he's a dynamic winner to have won. I think that in most cases, change is always good. Moving forward, I think he'll do a great job.
Now, Rick Clark has lived in Southeast Raleigh all his life. He is a North Carolinian. He is talking to me in the next half hour about some of the things he would like to see here in the state moving forward and how the community can get more involved. I'll have that coming up in the next half hour. Barbara and John.
Jamise, thank you for that. Now let's check in on other key races across the state. The seat for lieutenant governor proved to be a very close one. Take a look. We now know Democrat Rachel Hunt won over Republican Hal Weatherman 49 to 48%. Another close race was for attorney general. Democrat Jeff Jackson leading Republican Dan Bishop 51 to 49%. And Democrat Elaine Marshall leading the race to keep her job as North Carolina's Secretary of State. Marshall getting 51% of the vote compared to 49% for Republican Chad Brown. And moving to the hotly contested race for the 1st Congressional District. Also very close here. Democrat Don Davis leading Republican Lori Buckhout 49 to 48%.
Quaylen, thank you. This morning, the city of Raleigh has a new mayor, Janet Cowell, projected to win the race.
Janet Cowell capturing nearly 60% of the vote, outgaining all of the other 4 candidates. Cowell is a former state treasurer, state senator, and a city council member. Overnight, she addressed supporters saying she is ready to get to work.
I'm certainly going to be working to ensure that Raleigh is a city that works for everyone, a place of opportunity and empowerment, of safety and belonging, of collaboration and innovation, of nature and green spaces.
Janet Cowell will be Raleigh's 63rd mayor.
Meantime, Raleigh will also have 3 new city council members, Stormy Denise Ford and Jonathan Lambert Melton, getting the most votes for the 2 at-large seats. In District E, Christina Jones is leading John Cirkira 52 to 48%.